Welcome to another video from theplayersaid.com. My name's Alexander.
And I'm Grant.
And today we are celebrating 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's his mind being blown.
My mind being blown.
So,
doesn't take much.
No, we've been at this for like 4 years, nearly 5 years, I guess.
Well, the blog for 5 years, YouTube for 4.
Yes. So,
which is crazy.
It's been an absolutely wild ride. So we want to say a big thank you to everyone who subscribes, who watches videos, who interacts, leaves comments, and so
who yells at us, mocks our fashion. I know my shirts are terrible. It's really me.
They're disgusting, and you should be ashamed.
I know. If I had dressed better,
if only,
maybe people would not have made so much fun of me.
Well,
I think it's my fault. I will take it. I accept it.
So we've got a bunch of games to give away, and wanted to give. It's just a way to kind of give back to you guys and to have an opportunity to win some of these titles. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through everything that's available to win.
Oh, it's so much, though.
It is.
It's just so much.
It's a lot. If you want to have a chance to win, you got to leave a comment on this video with the name of the game that you want to win.
So what happens, Alexander, if 15 people want OST Volume 2? What are you going to do?
Well, 15 people are going to get entered into a draw, and one will be randomly chosen.
Oh, okay.
Using maths and nerdy things like Excel spreadsheets.
Okay, awesome.
And then you will get a reply from us. So make sure you pay attention and have your little notifications turned on.
Because then we'll get in contact
with you, and you'll need to send us an email
with
and then
address.
We'll get together and exchange details.
And it's important to know we'll ship anywhere, right?
Yes, anywhere that we can reasonably get to.
What I'm saying, it's not just the continental United States or Canada.
To Europe, we'll ship worldwide.
Right. Now, if you live on the North or South Pole,
probably
you might have a little trouble. Maybe.
Yeah, there's basically nowhere I wouldn't give it a go.
Right.
If it becomes a struggle, we'll figure that out later. We'll
figure it out. Yeah. So what I'm trying to make sure you guys understand, it doesn't matter where you live. Just if you're interested, put your name down. If multiple people put it down, we'll draw it out. Try to be fair and square about it. So we're going to give away around 20 games here.
And if you are so inclined, you can enter your name to win every single one of these.
Absolutely. You just have to do it, though.
And you have to
You can't say, I want every one of them.
No.
No, it's not going to work.
You need to comment with the name of the game and make a separate comment for each different one that you want.
Yeah.
If you have a comment with 5 names of games in it, you will not win any. Those are not the rules.
So
pay attention to the rules.
Beware.
But you can make 16 comments with 16 games. Absolutely.
We'll enter you into every one of those.
That's how you're going to do it if you want to win everything.
And one other comment before we go on. I mean, this is due to the generosity of the publishers that we work with. We don't receive payment. It's not like people write us checks or... Nope. We don't have... I wish I had like a NASCAR uniform that had like GMT
patches
games
and badges on it.
Worthington, and but that's not the way it is. Nope. We get games. Sometimes we get multiple copies of games. We play those games, we review those games, we unbox those games. Sometimes we don't. Like, we have this.
Yep.
Right? We got a new copy, they sent it to us, we promote it. We're trying to help them promote them through this.
Yes.
But this is a brand new copy of OST Volume 2 and the Airborne expansion. So thank you to the generosity of the publishers that do provide us those games.
Yes.
Because I'm going to be honest, neither of us make enough money to be able to buy all the games that we review and play every year.
This channel would not exist without supportive publishers. No. Let's be honest.
And we also need to, without it being said, we don't guarantee that we're going to like a game. We have played many a game and not liked it and not done reviews for them.
Yes.
Typically, that's the way we handle it. So, I wanted to say that thank you to all the publishers that help us.
So, to start with, we're going to go through and list all the games that we got here. There'll also be a list in the show notes below. So, first off, let's get this big beast out of the way. So, we've got Old School Tactical OST Volume 2 with the amazing Airborne expansion included.
Which is so good.
There's also some Kickstarter exclusive
map border edge things.
Yeah, these are little mouse pad type things that you use to map out areas on the big boards to play with.
Or, old school, you could put those on your keyboard and rest your wrists on those.
You could, yes.
I mean, you could if you wanted to.
These are a bundle. You cannot get the expansion on its own or just the Kickstarter.
Well, because if you get the expansion, you don't have the base game, you can't play the expansion.
I'm sending the whole thing.
So we're doing the all
if you
together.
put Old School Tactical, you're getting all of this.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's
from Flying Pig Games.
Yes.
Shane Logan's the designer. Fantastic system. We did a video on it. We did a video on the entire system.
Yes.
We love it.
That's game number 1. Game number 2.
Let me go ahead and just pull one off here. So this is from Tiny Battle Publishing. This is Rogue State. This is a solo-only game where you take on the role of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Sorry, DPKR. Very interesting game. I played it, did a review on it, really liked it. It's different. It's not I'm not happy to be a dictator, but it's a very interesting game, and it's a good game. It's a solo game. Yes. So there you go. Very cool.
Rogue State.
Rogue State. So put Rogue State if you want Rogue State.
Okay. Next one, not a game, but it is the mounted map board for Triumphant Tragedy. If you have an old version of Triumphant Tragedy with the paper maps, you don't have to have that any longer. You can get the mounted map boards for Triumphant Tragedy.
And it's oh so cherry, the mounted map board. And the game. The game's awesome too. We love TNT.
Yes.
Here is Fire in the Lake update pack. So this came out about a year ago.
Yes.
We received a couple of copies. I own Fire in the Lake, so I updated mine, and we're giving this one away.
So this is the upgrade pack.
Yeah.
If you've got the newest version of Fire in the Lake, you don't need
this.
If you've got one of the older printings, this is all the second edition bots and all of the updated cards.
Plus, if you don't have the base game of Fire in the Lake, you don't need this.
Yes, that's also true.
Fire in the Lake, GMT Games, Mark Herman, Volko Runke.
It's the best coin game.
It's amazing. We love it.
Okay.
Volume 4 in the coin series.
Next up, we have Ostrig from Compass Games. And this is a Greg Smith design.
Well, it's actually based on Greg Smith's system.
Is it not him?
But it's another designer. And Greg acted as developer consultant on this game.
It just has both their names. It's Mitchell Ledford and Greg Smith.
I think Mitchell did the most of the work on this. It's Greg's system.
Okay. Yes, he did the system in, what was it called? It was
Pacific Tide.
Pacific Tide, yes.
Yep.
So this is Ostrig. This is a 2-player game. Ostrig. It's an East Front.
World War II, card-driven.
Big point-to-point, card-driven war game.
Yeah. From Compass Games.
From Compass, indeed.
Here we have a copy of Ya Magazine number 14. The game inside is Rattenkrieg. This also comes from Flying Pig Games. Yes. So there you go. It's a war game magazine, lots of content, stories, and then the included game is a game called Rattenkrieg, based on Stalingrad.
Ya Magazine's fun. I enjoy that magazine. They get a lot of reviews for a lot of different types of games out there as well. So not just war game stuff in there. You get some cool, fun bits in there too.
Yeah.
Okay, next one we have Space Empires 4X. This is the most recent printing.
Is this the third printing?
I
don't remember what printing it is.
The most recent.
Second or third?
Yes.
Sorry. Awesome game.
It's in the big 3-inch box. This is just the base game. Space Empires 4X from GMT.
I love this frickin' game.
This does have solo stuff in it as well, I think.
It does. The Doomsday
box in this one.
Bot in this one. And, frankly, I love this game. This is a game I wish we could play more. Yeah. I'm going to be honest.
It's a very, very big game.
Well, and it takes 3, 4, 5 hours to play. And
it
really would be best with 4 players.
This is amazing.
Yeah, great game.
There's lots of expansions out there, and I highly recommend basically all of them.
Yes. This is a game that we received from Worthington. We played. I reviewed. Did the solo review. Yes. I really liked this game. We were disappointed by the multiplayer version of the game. I think the solo game is superior to the multiplayer version. So this is an opened copy. It is a used copy. I like this game. It's interesting.
Yes.
Beautiful, great components. Crusader Kingdoms, The War for the Holy Land from Worthington. This came out in mid-2020.
Yes.
But there you go. But it is open. This is one that is not brand new. Okay. My wife's going to be so happy when we clear some space.
All right, next up we have an 18XX game.
Which is not our jam, necessarily.
And this is 1862, which I believe is... This is the one we played?
No, we played 1864. 1854.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right. So played 1864. It's not for me.
It's just a different game.
Yes.
We're war gamers. We also play some Euro games. We like miniatures. This one's just different. It's just different.
There's a very heavy industry economical game.
Stockholding. Yep.
So I know there are people out there who love 18xx games.
Yep.
This is your chance to get a hold of one, because the people who like these are pretty hardcore about them.
And this is a brand new 18xx game from GMT. Came out in mid 2020.
Yes.
Excellent production value. It's just not our jam.
Yes.
So nothing wrong with the game. It's unopened, just not our jam.
Yes.
Here, you can talk about this one because you know this one.
This one is South Mountain. This is from Multi-Man Publishing, MMP. This is a folio version of this. This is part of their Civil War Regimental series.
You have the boxed game.
I've got a boxed game. This is just a polybag version of it. Everything's in here. This is unpunched, unplayed.
Nice looking game.
This is a good, chunky Civil War game. So I have not played it, but I've heard good things about it. So I've just had an extra copy. So get your hands on this one.
South Mountain Multi-Man Publishing.
Yes.
We played a great Multi-Man Publishing game earlier today.
Yes, we did.
It was amazing. All right, so this one, For What Remains. This is from Dan Verson Games, designed by one of our good friends, David Thompson, who we love his games. This game is a sci-fi miniatures game, but they're not miniatures.
It's a miniature game without the miniatures.
Yeah, tactical miniatures game. This came off Kickstarter last year. We enjoyed the game. It wasn't our favorite of his. So
yeah, did we do a video review of it?
We did. We did a preview for the Kickstarter.
So if you want to look into it, there's a Kickstarter preview of For What Remains where we go through kind of what the game's about, how it plays, things like that. So if you want to learn more about it, you can see that there as well. This also has...
Well, it has custom dice based on the factions. So there's a whole bag of 10-siders there. There's also a little dice bag. And then there is a... what do they call this?
A set of terrain tiles.
Yeah, terrain tiles for the game. And it has some... template.
Yeah, explosion templates and spell effect
for shooting stuff. So there you go. That's a package, right? For what remains.
Yeah, this is
Blood on the Rails.
This is a 2-player tactical war game, basically.
With a solitaire option.
It does have solitaire.
We just never got into that. So that's a package.
That's For What Remains. All of that together.
Here, let me do another one real quickly. This is a David Thompson game that we absolutely love. Yes, Undaunted North Africa. This is the follow-up to Undaunted Normandy. It is a 2-player tactical war game using a modular board and deck building.
Yes.
I know that doesn't go together in a sentence typically.
No,
normally,
it does not.
But it works in this.
Yes, it does.
This is an extra copy. There was a mistake in shipping with Ostrig Games, who gave us the game to review. We played my copy. We reviewed it. I've written some stuff on it. This is an unopened, brand new copy that we are giving away.
For a beginner war game, this is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
For an experienced war game, this is a 10 out of 10.
I enjoy it.
It's very fun. I enjoy this one a lot.
We've never played it where I didn't have fun playing it.
Yes.
So there you go. Undaunted North Africa.
Okay, next up we have Chancellorsville,
We played
1863. We did play it today.
Awesome game.
And I can confirm it is very good.
Yeah.
This is part of the, what do they call it? Is it the
Battle Formation series. Second game in that
This one's
series.
a Civil War, American Civil War game. There's some hidden movement aspects to it. But again, this is a really good introductory war game as well. For
Anybody can
not
pick
played
it up.
this. If not played many war games, it's a really good place to start.
Yep.
There's some nice stuff in it. It's a mini bucket of dice,
Yeah.
but not in the way that you think that it is. This is a very, very fun game.
I enjoyed
and it plays in like 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
I would.
And once again, I have my copy. The copy's going to stay in my collection.
Yes.
We were just sent an extra copy.
Yes.
So we appreciate Worthington. It's a great game. You'll love it. Next, we have Panzer, and this is an expansion. So this is not the Panzer base game. No. This is expansion 4.
So you have to have
GMT
Panzer
Games.
to play this.
Yeah.
You've been warned.
We don't have Panzer.
Nope.
That's why we're giving it away. So if you have Panzer, this is expansion 4. Looks great. Great looking game. Tactical, tank-on-tank combat.
This has a lot of French tanks in it.
A lot of French tanks in it.
Apparently.
So there you go. GMT Games, Panzer expansion 4.
All right.
Unopened.
Then we have Versailles 1919. Love this game. This is a multiplayer game. Not really a war game in any way, shape, or form. So this is you
It's more of
carving
a
up...
Euro game.
Yeah, it's part of the Great Statesman series, is that correct?
It is, yep.
You're carving up the piece after World War One, basically.
Mark Herman, Jeff Engelstein, great game.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the heck out of this game.
This is a 4-player game.
Yep.
There's solo options for it. You can play at any player base between, but if you can get max players when things calm down a bit, yeah, this game's tip-top.
Yeah.
Really, really like this one. Cool negotiation, moving some cubes of different colours around.
Yeah.
So there's some Euro elements to it, but it's very enjoyable. I like this one a lot.
I have my copy of this game in my collection. It will never leave my collection.
Yes.
But this is an extra copy.
Yes.
We've got to part ways at some point in some games. I know it's hard. Here, you can talk about this one.
So this is the Canadian expansion for MBT.
We played MBT.
We played MBT a couple of years ago.
We enjoyed MBT.
Yes.
It wasn't our favorite.
No.
But if you like tanks,
I know.
this is where to go.
Yeah, so MBT's based on the same core system as Panzer.
Yeah.
And people
Just
love
modern,
MBT.
More modern.
They love it.
Yeah.
It wasn't up my alley.
Well, we had a good time with it. It's just, I'd prefer to play other games.
Yes. Well, and yes. So this is the Canadian expansion for it, I believe. Yeah, it is. Okay.
So you need the base game.
You do need the base game for this, but this is the MBT expansion. This is up for
Canadian Army Tank-to-Tank Combat in 1987 Germany.
Yes, it is. Yes, 4th Canadian Mechanized Brigade Group is what this stands for.
Right. 4th Canadian Mechanized Brigade Group.
A little bit of a mouthful. But yes, expansion to MBT. If you've got MBT and you need this,
brand new.
This is how you're going to get hold of it.
And finally, Conflict of Heroes, the firefight generator.
Yes.
Is it specifically tied to Awakening the Bear?
Yes, it is. So you have to have Awakening the Bear, and this is a firefight generator, so this gives you unlimited replay value of that game.
Yes.
This can be played with any of the editions of Awakening the Bear, because there's been like 4 now. That's 3.
Yeah.
But this one allows you to just make up your own scenarios and for them to be balanced.
Yeah.
And there's decks of cards that enable you to do that, and there's I think there's a sheet of counters in there as well.
Okay.
But this is the way that you can get more play out of a game that you probably already love.
And we love Conflict of Heroes. In fact, we played Storms of Steel, the newest edition. Was that the 2nd edition?
We played the 3rd edition.
3rd edition. Awesome game.
Yep.
We've always had a good time with this. We've played Awakening the Bear as well. Really enjoy it. Great tactical system with some really cool elements. Academy games, once again, we just have an extra copy.
Yes, so I already have.
Yeah.
I already have the firefight generator for it.
So
this one.
there you go. Conflict of Heroes, firefight generator for Awakening the Bear from Academy Games.
Okay. So that's everything. That's all the loot. So
that's it.
Comment below with the games that you want to win, and then watch out for our replies to them if you do win. We're gonna draw the winners when?
I don't know.
Just make it up.
February 15th.
February 15th.
That's in about 3 weeks.
So you got about 3 weeks to comment on this. So in 3 weeks' time, remember that you commented and watch out for your bells and notifications on YouTube. Because I will, after some point, get bored and I'll draw another winner. I don't know the rules on that. But if I want to hear those replies quick because I want to get these shipped. Get them out to you guys.
And we're going to try to package them all together and get them out sometime in mid to late February.
Yes.
Right? That's the goal.
So you can comment with as many different games as you want. But if you comment with the same game twice, I'm only going to count one of those comments.
Yeah, we're not stupid.
You get one draw into each of those different games if you're so inclined. Yeah. So
and we have ways of knowing
if
you're voting for multiple games. So
or
if you're not following the rules, we will disqualify you.
But we're basically doing this as a big thank you to you guys for 10K subscribers. We got all this stuff and swag to give away. So
I want to ask one question, right?
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
10,000 subs.
Yep.
I don't know what that means. We've talked about this a lot.
It means that there's 4 zeros after the 1, and it looks cool.
Well, that's true. It also gives us a little ability to tag some like our merchandise, our shirts, our other stuff.
I'm working on that stuff. So basically, once we hit 10K subs, after that, it starts unlocking different bits and pieces on YouTube for... In theory, at some point, I'll be able to embed our T-shirts and merchandise in YouTube.
Our
that has not availed itself yet, but at some point you might see that kind of stuff. But it's just a big number, and I thought it'd be cool to celebrate with everyone and give you the opportunity to play some of these games that we love.
So, from my perspective, thank you.
Yes.
I know that you're one of those 10,000 that have, for whatever reason, clicked the like or subscribe and you follow along. We appreciate it. I know we put a lot of, I don't know that we put a lot of time in our videos. We put a lot of time because we do a lot of videos.
Yes.
We don't put a lot of time in the creation, development, massaging, but
As you can tell.
we are who we are, right?
Yes.
What you see is what you get with us. But I want to thank you. We appreciate it. It keeps us going. It does give us some funds that we use to occasionally buy a game.
Yes.
Or sometimes travel to cons when there are cons available to travel to.
And it allows us to pay for the shipping costs of all this stuff.
Right. So we're trying to get back a little bit. So if you want one of those games, go ahead. We'll get this wrapped up.
Yes. So appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm Alexander from PlayerSaid.com.
And I'm Grant.